Because here I wanted to share my current understanding of Taro, and maybe someone can correct me about all the things that are wrong. And this is in a completely non-technical perspective, more on the kind of the UX side of things. So as we know, in the Lightning Network, pretty much every user has their own node. And then we create channels between each other. And when we create a channel, we put Bitcoin in there. And then let's say this is my node here and this is yours. And I create a channel to you and I put 1 Bitcoin in it, then I can send that to you. So maybe I'll send you 0.1 and then I have 0.9 still left, and we can do that back and forth until we close the channel. But we really can't add any more Bitcoin to this channel. It's always kind of locked in there. We just kind of move things around. So with Taro, it seems like it has the exact same mechanism and then has a few implications. So let's say I create a token. I'm creating banana tokens, 100 of them, and they're created in an on-chain transaction. And then, I need to kind of put them into a Lightning channel because otherwise they don't exist in a Lightning network. So again, there needs to be a Lightning channel, and those tokens need to be put in there the same way that Bitcoin are put in Lightning channels with regular Lightning channels. Yep. Okay, so let's say I create a channel with you, and I put 100 banana tokens in here. So I have all of them, I created them, I have all of them. No one can receive them on Lightning Network at all. Then I create this channel, and now I have the option to send you banana tokens, right? But I still have 0. I still have all, and you have 0. So a trick here is now I want to send you a banana token, but I want Bitcoin from you in return. So you also kind of need to put Bitcoin in this channel. So let's just say we create this channel, I put banana tokens in there, you put Bitcoin, and then we can go back and forth. I send you like 10 banana tokens and you send me 1 Bitcoin exchange. And you and I can kind of keep going back and forth on those. And still, at this point, no one else in the Lightning Network can receive banana tokens. They will have to open up a channel to you or to me, because we're the only ones who have it. So this person over here cannot receive banana tokens, and this person over here also cannot, because these channels were not set up with configured to send or receive banana tokens with banana token liquidity. So like this channel wants to, it's already kind of indirectly connected. So, this person here can send me Bitcoin and other stuff that can route back and forth, but we cannot send banana tokens. So I need to kind of open up a new channel to a banana token provider. So one of my first impressions with Lightning was just with Taro, I just kind of assumed, well, you create an asset and then everyone can have it, but that's not the case. It is, you kind of need these special channels, and not just any Taro channel, because Taro channels are configured when they're created with specifically the tokens that can be sent in them. So if I have a banana token channel, I cannot also use that to send orange tokens or apple tokens. Okay. So let's just say, typically this is kind of a typical Lightning wallet thing. So there's a LSP, a Lightning service provider, and they have a cool service, they have a cool wallet, and whenever someone installs their wallet, then this connection here is made, and then they have a channel through which they can send Bitcoin over these Lightning channels back and forth. So it seems like if, let's say, this is my wallet service, and I also want to be able to send and receive fake euro or digital euro, then during the initial setup, the LSP should open up a Taro channel with me so we can send Bitcoin back and forth, but also the fake euro. And maybe I also want to use, let's say I live in Europe, but I also travel to the US a lot. I also want to be exposed to dollars or have that option. Maybe I want to be able to say when I set up my wallet, well, I deal with euro and dollars typically, so please also provide those. And then this initial channel that gets set up. Let me see. And I did put something simple together here. Let's say this during onboarding, I say, well, I want to be set up, with euros and maybe yen or something. And then the channel would be configured for those. And because if I don't, and I only end up with, the LSP only sends up a Lightning channel with me, then I will later have to set up another Taro channel just for the euro conversion. And if I then want to use, let's say my LSP, it's like a Chinese LSP and they don't even support the euro, then I might also need multiple channels now, which also have a cost. And they might get more expensive over time. There's just a lot more channel stuff happening. And another thing that I was wondering here, what that would look like is, let's say I have my LSP where I'm connected to a broker node that is happy to, when I send them fake euro, they are happy to convert that to Bitcoin because someone else wants to receive Bitcoin and not fake euro. But they say, well, I'll give you for every fake euro you give me, I'll only give you half of a real euro. So they have a pretty bad conversion rate because it should be 1-to-1. A fake euro should be the same or worth the same as a real euro. And there's another node down here that gives me 1-to-1. Now, if I'm only connected to this one, how do I know what the rates are from these other nodes? Like, how do I find all these different providers of these swap services? Might be some service or some website. And then if, let's say, I'm not happy with them, then I need to open up a new channel with them here, with this broker node, so I can get that better rate. So there's kind of, I have no idea how this works technically, this kind of communication back and forth. But, I also put something together here. So here I'm ready to send. I want to send 500 fake euro. And here it tells me, well, that's only worth 100 real euro, which I'm not happy about because I have this bad conversion rate. So how can I go in here then in the UI and say, well, show me some other providers or services that are happy to swap to help me make this transfer with a better rate. So somehow the wallet needs to know that, what a good rate is at the moment and how to get that as well. And then potentially, let's say new channels need to be opened up. Then instead of 3 sats, I would maybe pay 3,000 sats or something because there would be an extra cost to open that channel. And this is kind of an interesting thing. I think the fact that when you create something that you kind of need to, everyone who wants some of it basically needs to connect to you or someone you sent it to. It kind of has to spread out and disperse through the network. And I think that has some pretty big effects. I think other platforms work in a way where something is created, then instantly everyone with an account in the whole network can access it, can receive it. But with Taro and the way the Lightning Network is structured, it's a little bit different. So it'll be really interesting to see how all that pans out, if those are like centralization vectors, if that is a limitation or some dynamic basically that limits the creation of many, many smaller assets, or if we'll see these kind of many small local clusters pop up of assets. I have no idea. But this is basically my understanding at the moment. And please tell me if I'm wrong here. I'm excited to explore this more and figure out how all of this could end up in UIs here. That's kind of what I'm trying to shoot for, what type of user experience we can build around this. So let me know. Thanks.